Hi folks, Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Coming here with a blog post update about the Southwest Air Kevin Smith debacle. You may have heard about bouncing around Twitter this week. I spent about an hour and a half listening to Kevin Smith's rendition on his site. You can see a link to the site on my blog post. You can also see a link to Southwest's blog where they put forth 2 posts to try and deal with the PR situation of it. Very interesting experience. To give you a brief summary, basically, Kevin Smith, who normally buys 2 tickets on flights with Southwest so he can have a little privacy, and probably because of his size, boarded a standby flight where there was only 1 seat left, and after boarding him and seating him, they proceeded to kick him off the plane. In hindsight, I would say that it probably wasn't smart on Southwest's part to go and seat him anyway, but for whatever reason, I guess it's known to Southwest, they decided to boot him from the plane and put him on another plane ride. This is a perfect example, and it's one of the things I want to talk about, of what's going to be happening in the future with not only your brand, but your customer service level of your brand, and you're being able to react to it on Twitter. Almost immediately, Kevin Smith started twittering his displeasure. He was initially told wrongly that the pilot had asked that he be removed from the plane. His base of Twitter followers immediately started pounding the Southwest Air Twitter account, letting him know their displeasure at having Kevin Smith displaced, and it just turned into a huge debacle. I believe it's still going on. Kevin Smith is still twittering and blogging about it, and so is Southwest, trying to clean up the mess. Interesting thing, they had a policy they've claimed for the last 25 years for weight issues of people of size and how many tickets they need to buy on a plane. But I think the real mistake here was that Southwest shouldn't have bothered seating him in the first place. And that's where it really went wrong. And if they did, they should have just stuck with that mistake and just let it fly, as opposed to upsetting a customer. I really believe that you do have to look at your customers, and if customers use you a lot and they're frequent customers, you probably should give them a little bit more margin of being able to adjust or utilize your services. I know most big companies will let big users do that, and evidently Kevin Smith flew Southwest a lot before this. But one thing is this turned into a complete firestorm for Southwest Air. Huge PR nightmare, just across the board. Twitter fans and people going just after Southwest Air. Perfect example of why you need to be monitoring your brand online. The bigger the company you are, the more you need to be monitoring it 24/7 to see what people are discussing and try and jump onto different PR issues as quickly as you can, because a bad PR situation can spread like fire. It can completely go viral on the internet, and it's very important you're able to grab a hold of them, touch the people, try and get the issues resolved as quickly as you possibly can. The other thing is you need to make sure that you have policies in place that you're reviewing now, because some of these policies, if they're unfair, if they discriminate against the consumers have the potential now to really create a viral sort of campaign against you, where it really calls into question the quality of customer service for your company. So if you have companies, you need to take this into recognition. You need to monitor your brand. You need to monitor what people are saying about your brand. But you also need to make sure that you realize that people are coming into your business now with iPhones, with mobile phones, etc., and they are tweeting their experience with your business. And this is super important. I've talked about this before in some of my other posts. You've got the location services like Gowalla, Yelp, what's the other big one? Foursquare. You've got all these different location services that people are now in your business posting reviews about your business, whether it's just on Twitter, Facebook, or whether it's put into a recording system that makes a permanent record of a review. So, real big important thing that businesses have got to learn, and got to learn very quickly, or else they're going to be burned very harshly. So, anyway, thanks for coming by the Chris Voss Show. Be sure to visit my consulting site, Strategics One, if you need help with business or social media. Call on us. We have strategies that make your business be successful online. So, thank you, and be sure to tune in daily. Bye-bye.